Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mark and I'm trying to pick up a new hobby. I try to pick up broken and old consoles and try to repair them or upgrade them. I sell these for a profit then and use the money to expand my video game collection or maybe do something cool with the channel. So to start I had to buy some junk consoles. I bought them from Japan through Zen Market. I will make a separate video on the order, but I can really recommend them. They do a very good job of packaging your things. In this order I bought multiple broken Nintendo DS Lites, a few broken Game Boys who are still on their way, and like the title said I also bought a broken Sapphire Blue PlayStation Vita. The Cosmic Red, Ice Silver and Sapphire Blue Vitas are Japanese exclusive and they look great in anyone's collection. I bought this broken model for about 65 euros, but with taxes, handling costs and shipping it comes down to about 87.15 euros. But of course we have some additional repair costs. Okay, before we start tinkering, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. This way I know you like this type of content. On my channel I mostly post let's play content or other video game content. But if you like this video and you show that in the comments, then I will make more videos like these. Okay, now let's take a look at the system and my workstation. The screen is a little bit dirty, but nothing a wipe couldn't fix. The screen also had a few scratches. The back looks very good though, but is most likely due to the shell the previous user used. The shell is pretty banged up though. Next to the scratches there's only one major cosmetic problem. There's a small chip on the side of the RAM here. On the hardware side we got some problems as well. In the listing it was stated that the memory card couldn't be read. I confirmed this as well. The listing also mentioned a white line across the screen, and when I turned on the console I saw the problem. The white vertical line is most likely caused by a defect ribbon cable. Then we run into another problem I did not account for. The entire left analog stick is unresponsive, and this stick is essential for most games, so we need to fix this as well. So here's my diagnostic. The system has 5 major issues. We have a vertical white line, scratches on the screen and a chipped rim. To resolve these issues we can better replace the entire screen. We will have a new ribbon cable, so no more white line, and the rim is attached to the screen, so we have an entire new scratchless screen and rim. Then we have the memory card reader and the left analog stick. Both didn't seem to be damaged, so I think they just need a good cleaning. If that doesn't work I have to order some parts, and that will be about 5 to 10 euros more. And if I need to replace the memory card reader I also need to solder. And if that's not necessary I will try to prevent this. Okay, so I grab my screws and parts holder, my trusty Phillips screwdrivers, a brush and some isopropyl alcohol and start the process. By the way, throughout the process I make sure to clean everything from the contact points to the screws. These handhelds have been in someone's hand for the past decade or so with all these screws and crevices you can expect a lot of dirt in them. So I first took out the outer screws and I opened up the console. And here comes the bad news. The entirety of the hardware is built into the screen, not the back panel. So I need to take out the entirety of the system out of the old screen and put them into the new one. So with some tweezers I disconnected the back panel with the battery. I took out the shoulder buttons and gave them a good scrub. And after taking out the cartridge loaders at the top, it was time to take out the left circuit board. I used a Q-tip and some alcohol to clean the contacts. All these buttons worked totally fine when I was testing it, but I want to prevent them going over the tipping point of too dirty to work in a few months. Then we started disconnecting the right circuit board, which was a little bit harder to remove due to the front facing camera right next to it, but nothing too complicated. Then we removed the upper part with the on, off and volume buttons and the cartridge loaders, and these were very dirty. That makes sense. These are just small openings and they can collect dust very fast. After a thorough cleaning we move on to the back facing cameras and the buttons. These were also waiting for a thorough cleaning after being pressed for many years. I just want to state that of course I expected the handheld to be dirty, but it was actually pretty clean. But you know how the Japanese are, they take perfect care of their tech. After taking out the cameras we took out the main circuit board. From here on out we only need to remove some small things like the remaining buttons, which were perfect again after a small brush. Then we reached the most concerning part, the analog sticks. The left stick was unresponsive before, so hopefully it's just a little bit dirty and works again after a deep cleaning. And oh whoa, this thing was nasty. But that's a good thing, because it confirms that it probably just needs a good cleaning for it to be fixed. So now we have completely disassembled the handheld. I took out the new screen and immediately spotted some damages on the old screen ribbon cable, confirming that this is probably the cause of the white line on the screen. I took out the tweezers again and transferred the padding from the buttons in the screen to the new screen. And now we have to do the entire disassembly process again, but in reverse. Put back the analog sticks and some of the button pads. Connected the main circuit board to the new screen. Place back the cameras and the top part. Reconnected the right and left circuit board, not forgetting any screws or ribbon cable. Reinserted the cartridge slot covers and the shoulder buttons. With everything put back, we reconnect the battery and reattach the back panel. Okay, the chips and the scratches are completely gone since we replaced the screen, of course. But does the hardware work? I powered on the console and the white line was completely gone. There was also no pop-up stating that the memory card could not be read. And of course I removed the memory card a few times and tested it again afterwards. Now let's remove the film and test out the console. The screen looks amazing, so let's start the console and test it out. The touchscreen seemed to be working perfectly. The only thing we really need to test now is the left analog stick. And yes, it totally works again. With this I kept the repair cost to a small 22 euros. Mostly because of the screen. So to get this console and get it working again, it brings me up to a total of just under 110 euros. I will be selling this refurbished Sapphire Blue PlayStation Vita either on the Dutch eBay called Marktplaats or just eBay. Check the links down in the description to see if it's for sale. Remember, I will be using the earnings to expand my video game collection or do something cool with the channel like going on a trip. I hope you liked the video, leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you don't want to miss any uploads. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.